So hello everyone, today we are going to discuss a new topic on a jet propulsion, that is nothing but a ramjet. So before we proceed with the ramjet, when we are studying with the jet engines, we have to take into consideration the three aspects. One is the thermodynamic aspect, mechanical aspect and the aerodynamic aspect. And here we are dealing with the two aspects, one is the mechanical and the thermodynamic aspect. So as far as the mechanical aspect is concerned, we have to take into consideration the construction and the working of a ramjet, and in the case of thermodynamic aspect, we have to see the working cycle of a ramjet. So now, what is the basic idea of a jet propulsion is that nothing but a change in the momentum. Initial momentum and the final momentum what we are getting, due to the change in momentum, we will get a thrust in the direction so as to make our jet engine to propel. Now this is the construction. It consists of nothing but a diffuser, an oblique shock, a flame holder and a convergent divergent nozzle. Now this diffuser is divided into two parts. One is called as a supersonic diffuser, another is called as a subsonic diffuser. Second is the flame holder, and at this part the jet will have an initial momentum or an initial ram drag, because as we seen in the first lecture, this jet is flying at very high speed and it will receive the air from the atmosphere. This is an air breathing engine, ramjet, so it will take the air from the atmosphere, and this is the momentum with which the air is entering into the diffuser section. So this will have a drag which is called as an initial ram drag. This oblique shock, what is the function of this oblique shock? This oblique shock is used to stabilize or to reduce the velocity of the incoming air. Whatever the high velocity of air is entering into the diffuser section which is having high momentum, so it will stabilize. And the half part of this diffuser is nothing but a supersonic, and another half part is nothing but a subsonic. This supersonic diffuser reduces the velocity, it will increase the pressure, and the subsonic diffuser will further increase the pressure. So in this diffuser, total a ramming action takes place which will increase the pressure. Now what is the function of a flame holder? Now this flame holder, what does it does? It stabilizes the combustion, because this is a combustion chamber. Here we are having what? A number of injectors which injected the fuel, and it will mix with the incoming high velocity air. So there is a combustion takes place. This flame holder stabilizes the whole combustion process, and whatever the high velocity gas will generate, that will get expelled out from this section, nothing but the nozzle section, at a very high velocity, so as to generate a final momentum, and the difference in the momentum will create a thrust in the forward direction. Fine. This is related to the construction and the working of a ram jet. Okay, it is clear with the ramjet. Now we are moving with the thermodynamic cycle of a ramjet. So this ramjet works on the Brayton cycle. Okay, it is similar to a Brayton cycle. As you know, this first process is nothing but a compression process which is taking place inside the diffuser. So here we are having a ramming action. So from 1 to 2 there is a ramming action. After the ramming action there is a nothing but a combustion. From 2 to 3 there is a combustion process, and after the combustion there is an expansion process in the nozzle. So 3 to 4 is an expansion process. So we have shown both the ideal and the actual processes. Why? Because every equipment is a mechanical equipment. It will have a certain amount of mechanical efficiency due to the losses. So we are taking into considering the losses also. So we have shown both the actual cycle and the ideal cycle. Now the combustion takes place at a constant pressure. This is the most important thing. The combustion will take place at a constant pressure, and the compression and expansion process both are isentropic. Compression takes place in the diffuser, expansion takes place in the nozzle. Both are the isentropic compression and the expansion process. So this is the short summary of a thermodynamic cycle of a ramjet which works on the Brayton cycle. Fine. Now coming to the some certain amount of formulas. As we know, P2 by P1 is 1 plus gamma minus 1 by 2 Mach number of at inlet square gamma upon gamma minus 1. P3 by P4 is nothing but 1 plus gamma minus 1 by 2 Mach number of the jet at the exit upon gamma minus 1. As we know from the thermodynamic cycle, P2 is equals to P3, P4 equals to P1. So we can say that Mach number at inlet is equals to Mach number at the outlet. Fine. So these are the certain formulas that we have seen in the ramjet. If it comes in the exam, basic thing that you have to require is to draw the diagram, explain the each and every equipment, write down the processes which is going on, and draw the thermodynamic cycle, explain the process 1 to 2 what is there, 2 to 3 what is happening, 3 to 4 what is happening, and write down these certain formulas so that you can gain a certain good amount of marks. If you are understanding this video and if you like the video, so kindly like the channel, subscribe the channel, and share with your friends, those who are studying the jet propulsion for their exams. Hope you will be with me in the further lecture series also. For that you need to kindly subscribe the channel. Thank you.